welcome to the KDFL Dynasty Football Podcast. It's me, Brett Steele, and joining me this week for the second week in a row, Mr. Jonathan Detroit Haynes.
Yo, 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 it's one of the biggest episodes of the year, so of course you had to have me on it.
Yes, that is true. The Zinfo one should be returning next week. I can't really remember where we left it off. I think it is all the depending on the outcome of a 13-year-old's football game. So we'll see how that goes.
I'd imagine him
But
yelling and screaming right now.
but it is a very special episode. It is our best in-season episode of the year because we are, as of the time of this recording, I know we usually come to you live on Thursday mornings, but not today. We are about T minus 44 minutes away from the
Yeah.
KDFL trade deadline. In about 44 minutes, everybody's team will be set, and by the time you're watching this, they already are. So it is going to be a fun
I
night. We've
just,
had a lot of trades to go through, and we have
I
some more
just,
that may still be in process.
yeah, it's you were talking about usually we record on Thursday mornings, which is correct.
That is
We
correct.
do find time during our work schedule to make that work
That's
for you
right.
people. So that's
That's
how
right.
dedicated we are.
I
So
don't know if you guys recognize this nice fit right now. This is the exact draft day outfit that has not been paired together since I was larcenied against at the draft. So that is what this exact hat, glasses, shirt combo denotes.
it's
All
fading a
right,
little.
but
I might have to get you a new one.
I might need a new one. The other one's already faded pretty bad. It's gonna get the Hulk ripped treatment in the near future here. So I gotta keep my hands. I can't keep my hands up like this. If YouTube does this again,
Yes,
if YouTube
yes.
does it to me, I swear to God, I just did it 3 times, so they might do it too. And you were smiling pretty big. Oh no, it's gonna be bad. Um, well, we can't talk about what has happened during the week until we talk about what happened last week. So, Detroit, if you want to lead us off with our week 10 recap.
So first game of the week was the Roxana Renegades heading over to Elkview to take on my River Rats. Was not a good week as usual for my River Rats. Jaden Daniels, who's been the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year, only got me 9 points. Chuba Hubbard, you like how I said it that time? I
I
didn't say
do.
Chuba. He was my big
What?
scorer with 25 points. My wide receivers got me a total, I believe, of 15 points, which is never good in this league. The Renegades were led by Joe Mixon and a bunch of other dudes.
Nice.
So in the end, the Renegades go to 6-4 and in the thick of the playoff race. They beat me 218 to 176.
All right, we go to Nocatee next, where the Zen Masters are hosting the Evil Commission's 8-1 South Hills Evil Empire. And this one was somewhat over before it even began. Jamar Chase on Thursday night with 55 points. Just an all-time performance in that game. Sherwood, the Zen Masters pride and joy at linebacker with leads all scores for them with 24. Jalen Hurts with 31. Hey, but another Zen Master favorite, George Pickens with 22 points for him. And we haven't seen his name in a while, but it's good to see him back putting up the head points. Devin Lloyd with 25 for the Evil Empire. Patrick Green wraps up with 16 of his own. But this was a stomping Evil Empire. Put up a hundo on the Zen Masters, winning 275 to 173. Rumor has it the Zen Masters are 160 point game away from trading away their entire 2024 draft class.
Awesome. Next, we have the Hurricane Wampus Cats
Oh,
taking
biscuits!
on taking on the Midnight Riders. The Wampus Cats are trying to get back to 500 and get in that thick of the playoff race. They got a huge game from Kyler Murray, 30 points. Other quarterback was Justin Herbert with 21. Mark Andrews with the big game, 19 points. The Midnight Riders, they were on the season 5-4, but they had a letdown with their quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield with 10 and Aaron Rodgers with 4. Can we say washed up? Anyways, he did
Hmm.
have some big games from his Linebackers, he had 24 and 20 out of his two linebackers there, but it just wasn't enough as the Wampus Cat put up a 282 to 228 victory.
Just curious, why didn't you say the leading defensive scorer for the Wampus Cats?
Because there is no way I would know. I'm going to say that it's Diane Henley.
Oh, I'm not even talking about him. I thought you skipped over Aziz Al Shahir with
No,
20,
no,
with
no.
21. All right, that's my bad. More to come on that in a little bit because I got a surprise for my co-host here. All right, next, let's head to Melbourne. Staying in the state of Florida for my last rundown. We're headed to Melbourne where the Mega Powers are
It's not
hosting
your
the
last run,
3
though.
and 6.
Sorry.
Well, you know what I mean. The
Gotcha.
last game I did was Florida. This game's Florida. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
all right, my bad. Sorry. Go ahead.
The 3 and 6 Sinners heading to Melbourne to take on the 5 and 4 Mega Powers. The Sinners looking for a sweet embrace of death, and I'm just the one to give it to them. Johnson leads the way for the Sinners with 25. Welcome to Melbourne, Mr. James Conner. He leads all scores for the Mega Powers with 22. I can't say his name because I don't want to mess something up for later, but this guy, linebacker for Jacksonville, led the scores with 22 of his own for the Sinners. EJ Speed, linebacker 1 on the season, pours in 20 for the Mega Powers. Scary Terry McLaurin with 16 for the Sinners. And Drake London continues his impressive season with 19 for the Mega Powers. And it is the Shawn Michaels. I'm sorry, but I love you, except I hate you. The Sinners are done. Put a fork in them. Mega Powers win 236 to 190.
Nice. Next, we have the Wake Forest Lumberjacks, who are also 4 and 5 coming into this week and trying to get to 500, and they head over to take on the Cross Vegas Gamblers. Wake Forest Lumberjacks they are led by their QB1, he told us that he was going to be a top 5 fantasy quarterback this year.
True.
You might guess, maybe he's talking about Patrick Mahomes or Justin Herbert or somebody like that. No, he's talking about Bryce Young. But he did give him a whopping 13 points. But he got big games from Bijan Robinson 30, Chase Brown 22, Puka Nacua 20.
Nailed it.
Oh, nice, thank you. As the Gamblers, led by their golden boy, Bo Nix, we all know how I feel about that guy.
I didn't know until last week, but
Eight,
go on.
eight. He had 18 points. Cortland Sutton with 19, but they just don't have enough firepower on that team. So the Wake Forest Lumberjacks win 236 to 190.
All right, let's clear the stage here because time for a little bit of serious talk for a second because the week 10 game of the week is likely to be the KDFL game of the year. We start out with the Kings hosting the 7 and 2 Dobermans. We start off on fire on Thursday night with Burrow for the Dobermans scoring 38, Lamar Jackson for the Kings scoring 37. Calvin Ridley continues his impressive scoring now that Hopkins is out of the picture in Tennessee. He puts up 25. Brock Purdy right down here in Tampa pours on 26. Bucky Irving still very impressive. Running back in Tampa, 18 points of his own. And Quentin Williams with 22 for the Kings. This was an all-star shootout that came down to Monday night exactly. We have, what's the guy's name? Jonnu Smith, tight end, getting tackled at the 1-yard line. If he scores, that gives the win to the Kings. Alvin Kamara drops an easy 12-point play, a 60-yard catch, completely no one within 30 yards of him. He scores that. This game isn't in doubt at all as well. Even comes down to Demarcus Robinson getting the last end zone target of the game on Monday night. He catches that. Obviously, the Kings get a victory. And right now, as it stands, we have a winner, but I don't know it's set in stone because this is as most stat correction watch as you can get. As right now of this recording, the Dobermans get the win 238 to 237. It is exactly, if you want to get down to the decimals, it's 0.82 to 0.82. It is exactly a 1-point victory right now in Dogtown. The Dobermans moved to 8-2. The Kings dropped to 6-4, and this could be completely wrong in as little as 12 hours from now. But right now, that is it for your
Yep.
KDFL Week 10 results.
That's why I hate recording on Wednesdays because we would know this,
That's why we do it every
on
Thursday.
Thursday.
We almost never
Yeah.
get this wrong. It's already
Yeah.
locked
So,
in.
oh well. Well, you had to do it.
I had to do it. The
We
people wanted what
sacrifice
they
once a
want. The
year.
impatient people.
Yes, exactly.
It's fine.
Oh,
We give
yeah,
it
that
all
was
to
a
the
good
people.
game.
Game of the year. And even though
Yeah,
that the
absolutely.
Kings don't appreciate my game of the year standards, obviously Bucks Falcons is still the greatest football game that's been played this year. It's fine. I will give the Kings that
Wait,
benefit
wait. Wasn't it
and give them
Jacksonville
the
and
game.
Minnesota this past week?
I'll tell you what, we're not going to talk about the NFL teams because we got a lot to get into with this trade deadline. That was single-handedly the worst football game I've ever been to in my entire life. Just nothing appealing about it at all. At least the San Francisco game, that was a blowout. We saw a lot of points from San Francisco, a lot of good offense, whatever. This game had zero redeeming qualities. We're driving
At
down. I
least,
mean,
yeah.
Sam Darnold drives down 3 times and throws a pick in the end zone. The only touchdown I saw was a Mac Jones sneak. Yeah.
At
Even got
least
to
at
see my
least you were with
beloved Tank
friends.
lip off the field. Yeah, at least we
Yeah,
were with the buddies.
that's right. It's always a good time, even if it's a bad game.
Falcons lost to the Saints, no big deal. I have us losing that. It's gonna be fine.
Hey,
Whatever.
Lions, I don't know if you know this, but the Lions won. They
I don't know who the
had five
Lions played. Oh yeah,
interceptions and still
the
won.
Texans. Yeah, yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I
And we
mean,
were all rallying behind the Lions.
that's right. We were. You guys were. I appreciate it.
We rallied.
I really was not upset with you guys. I just thought it was funny. You guys are just
Well, it
trying to
turned into a
encourage me.
shoot.
Yeah, it did. But I mean, reason why we were able to overcome that is because we didn't have the sun in our eyes. So
That's why I have these glasses on as well. Right out here. No other
sorry,
curtains.
sorry, that was a
No curtains.
unnecessary shot
All right.
at franchise
All
and the
right.
big
That's all
D.
I got on the NFL. Like it didn't seem like there was a ton of upsets. I don't know. There wasn't really a big surprises.
Nah, it was actually kind of a boring NFL week, I thought.
I agree. I think we should just forget about it altogether.
Okay.
And I will say this one thing that's getting on my nerves. I'm going to become this guy that I don't want to be. I don't want to be the Chiefs apologist guy. I think I'm turning into you with the Brady and the Patriots. But that wasn't luck. I mean, it's been broken down now a million times. But that wasn't luck that they blocked that kick. Apparently, that dude on the kicking
The
team
Broncos.
protection, yeah, on the
Broncos.
Broncos kicking team protection, is known for getting worked, and he got worked 3 or 4 times that exact game, and he's been worked many weeks before. They targeted him specifically, so it was execution that happened. I don't want to be the Chiefs stan. Like, I don't know. Like, of course, I want Mahomes to win
I
some
just
championships because I want them to erase Brady. Sorry, I want that gone.
nah.
But I don't know.
You want him to erase Brady? Is that what you
I want them to erase Brady's legacy. I want everybody to
Okay.
be like, yeah, Brady was good, but have you seen Mahomes?
Okay, let me
I'm
ask you this
petty
real
like
quick.
that.
Just real. Do you think that he has to actually win 8 because he lost
No.
to Brady in the Super Bowl?
Okay. Heck on it. The thing is, Brady played well in that Super Bowl. It wasn't like a Manning
Yeah,
Broncos
yeah.
situation.
All right.
He played
Anyways,
well.
let's get off the. We can get off
All right,
this.
you ready? KDFL trade. Oh, real quick. Let's throw it up quickly. I don't even know that this is going to make the edit because I'm going to try to get this thing out quick. But let's go over with our last week's picks. As it stands right now, again, we have a glaring stat correction game. That score is going to move. I just don't know how many points one way or the other it's going to move. That score will not be the score tomorrow morning. I can just promise everybody that. Look at here. Let's see. We have Detroit went 4-2. He's back to 300 or 500 on the season at 30. Matt, perfect week right now. 6-0. He's at 40-20. I went 4-2 as well, also at 40-20. Talking about the KDFL, but what do you this face? KDFL picks.
No, I'm looking at the NFL picks. You got that completely wrong. I didn't have the Jets money line.
Well, you know you didn't have the Jets money line.
I didn't have the Jets money line. I had
It didn't make
Arizona.
sense to have them. You had
I had
no, you
Arizona.
switched it.
No, I had Arizona over the.
You did a switcheroo.
Oh, I did. You're right. Okay, my bad.
It was a pick 'em
Never mind.
game. But did you switch
Yeah.
it to the Cardinals? No, you
No,
switched it to the Jets.
I can't remember now.
Look at I know you switched it. I just don't know if I typed the switch. I'm pretty sure I did. But
I think you're right now. Never mind. I apologize.
all right. As you can see, the NFL picks
This
one
segment,
and
by the way,
one.
is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Just to
Dr.
let you know.
Pepper. Everybody went 1-1. Uneventful. Detroit 13-7, Matt 11-9, me 8-12. All right, back to us now. I don't want to share the screen yet because I don't want to go over like our whole spreadsheet. But let's see, we're now at T minus 30 minutes, and we only have an anonymous Kiwi in the spreadsheet at the moment. So only an
Anonymous
anonymous
Kiwi?
Kiwi in there working right now. Let's send out
Oh,
the everyone. Everyone is watching this happen right now. You guys will 30 minutes. And everyone. All right, 30 minutes. Everybody's got. All right, let's talk about some trades that happened this past week. I'm going to try to leave where we left off. I don't remember if we mentioned the Russell Wilson going to the Dobermans. I don't think we did. I think this is the trade that happened after the show last week. So Dobermans get Russell Wilson for a 2025 second, and this is purely a bye week play. I can't remember what bye week it is. Let me see. Teams. It's obviously not this week. I think it's week 14. Hold on. Don't hold me to it here. There's a bye week where it's next week 12. He loses both quarterbacks, Allen and Burrow. So he traded for Russ to keep the momentum going. And depending on how this upcoming week goes, this could be for a top seed. So what did you just do?
nothing.
I trust you. All right. So how this week goes, I mean, he's gonna be pushing pretty heavily. So you gotta get a little bit of insurance there. So he goes with Russell Wilson. Kind of pricey, I think. What did he do? A second? 2025 second. His own 2025 second. More to come on the Doberman's 2025 second as we go through these trades. A little pricey, but if you're thinking it's pick 24, that's not that bad. Okay.
By the
Wampus
way,
Cats.
I want to say this, like just to all the other members out there, I get a little annoyed with and I've done this too in the past, when we make it a trade, official trade, and we put it in the trade announcements, we just put the GIF in there. We don't actually put the person's name. I don't like that. I like to have the official names in there. You got to write it out.
You have to write it out. I think I wrote
Yeah.
mine out because of that. I think I used logos and everything. Yes, but you do
No.
need to write it out. I agree with that. Now this was quite a pricey play here by the Wampus Cats. The Wampus Cats, they receive TJ Watt, a 2026 third, a 2025 fourth, and the Sinners get a Wampus Cats first. So the Wampus Cats had 4 firsts going into this trade deadline. They give one of those
Wow.
up here, and the Sinners, for God only knows what reason, take a Wampus Cats fifth. Whatever. TJ Watt, that is a lot to pay for a defensive player, but it is a dominant defensive player. As we look real
It
quickly
is.
at Mr. TJ, because I just want to see what he is. I know he's had.
Oh,
Why
come
does
on,
he
man. You
not?
should have had that loaded up already. I
Well,
mean,
why does
come
he
on.
not? He just doesn't. He's a defensive end 30. He only has 4 weeks out under 10 points, and he has 3 weeks over 22 points. So very, very, very high impact player. Been a staple on the Sinners for quite a while. Next, the Sinners stay busy. Again, the Sinners knew what was coming this past week. They knew death was here, so they did a bunch of trading to make it seem less embarrassing than it was. The Sinners acquire. This is a very interesting trade. I want to know what you think of this trade. The Sinners acquire Xavier Legette. The Renegades get DeAndre Hopkins. So it is a direct. I'm a contender. You're
Yeah.
not. I'm going to get younger. I'm going to get older to try to go for it.
I like this deal for both teams. I like it, I think, more so for the Sinners
I like it more for the
because
Sinners.
I think you want to get that young guy like that, and you hope that he can be what you think he's going to be. Hopkins, I know the Renegades are fighting for that playoff spot. Is he really going to push you to a championship? I don't know. I don't think so, but I haven't looked at their roster, but I'm sure it helps them out. I don't know. It's just one of those kind of deals.
I mean, you put with this move, you put Tyler Lockett on the bench, you put Lad McConkey on the bench. Like I mean, these guys can't come in. I'm just looking at literally the lineup that he
Yeah,
has in right now.
yeah,
I don't know how much it improves them. I am worried that we may have overpaid slightly after he just got 2 deep balls against the
yeah.
league's worst passing defense in the Bucks. Like everybody dominates the Bucks, so I'll worry a little bit about that.
But it's
I
also one of
like
those.
Leggett.
But I think
Like
it's
I
one of
thought
those.
Leggett was doing it.
Yeah, I do
Go ahead.
too. But with the Hopkins thing, I can see what the Renegades are
Yeah,
thinking too, because the Chiefs, I mean, they're depleted at wide receiver anyways.
yeah, but
So,
Hollywood Brown's coming back,
well,
isn't he?
that's what she said, but
So,
okay.
is Hollywood Brown on his
There,
way?
there you go. There's one for the teaser.
There's one for it, and Shawn Michaels one is already going to make it. Um, uh, um, you like this? This is a great show today. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see. Is it Hollywood that's coming back soon? Or is this an idiot? Is
Did you
IR
did you just make that up on the go?
is on schedule? A little bit ahead of schedule. Okay. It's going to be a while. Okay. Maybe not.
I apologize, people.
Any
Sorry.
shot. Okay. Never mind. It's not Hollywood Brown. I thought they were getting somebody back. Maybe it's Juju.
Yeah, well,
I'm
that's
just
basically
grasping right now.
yeah.
Juju, not nearly the impact, but I think it might be. It might be Juju. It is Juju. I don't
Oh
freaking know.
boy.
All right, I think it's Juju. That I thought. I knew somebody was coming back. Forgive me, people. All right, so that's an interesting. That's a nice 1-for-1 though,
Yeah,
with
that's a
clear
fair
additions.
trade. That's definitely a fair trade.
All right, let's get to one of the bigger ones here that happened on Saturday. The Dobermans or the
Oh,
Mega
okay.
Powers.
I'm sorry. I was going in order in the trade
Now I
announcements.
have to do that because I had to go out of order for a reason.
Okay.
There's a reason. Are you the anonymous Kiwi? You are the anonymous Kiwi.
No, I'm in the Discord channel.
Are you not in the Discord
No.
channel or what? Are
KDFL
you not in
channel.
the KDFL spreadsheet?
No.
All right. I mean, you could be the anonymous Kiwi. It's
Settle
fine.
down. Settle down. I'm not
I just
in
wanted to
there.
say that there's an anonymous Kiwi in here,
Okay. Well, I'm not.
and I thought it was you, and you didn't know.
Well, now I have to get in there and see what I'm going to be then.
Go see what you're going to be. Hop in this bad boy. Go over this. All right.
All right.
The
I'm
the
officially
Mega
in.
Powers get you
Where's
are
this?
an
Where's this
anonymous
at?
anonymous skunk that trades. All right. So perfect.
Is this
All
under the
right. The Mega
2025?
yes.
Okay.
The Mega Powers get the Dobermans 2025 second and our beloved savior of the Falcons, Mr. Kirk Cousins. And the Sinners. This was the most contentious trade talks I've ever been a part of. The Sinners get the Mega Powers 2025 third, the Mega Powers 2026 third, and Mr. Dakota Prescott. We thank him for his nearly 8 years of service as a Mega Power. He was our diamond in the rough. The experts said don't pick him here. We did it anyway. And he turned out he was a champion with the Mega Powers. It was his rookie season. So
Nice.
very sad to see him go. But because we had to give up, the Mega Powers had to give up their 2026 third, and that was an hour and a half right there of deciding between 2026 third or 2026 fourth. The Mega Powers called upon the Wampus Cats, who gladly received Josh Palmer and the Mega Powers 2026 fourth for the Sinners 2025 or 2026 third.
Oh, you had to get that third back, didn't you?
Had to get that third back, that specific third, and I had to wait until our deal was done because I knew that the Sinners would come after that third if they knew I had it. But I mean, Palmer, it hasn't been without thought it'd be this season without anybody else there, but he does have Herbert, he does have Quentin Johnson as well, so he's just loading up on that Chargers offense. So
All right.
costs of moving back, a few spots. All right, let's keep it going here. Let's keep it going. Let's do a breaking news warrant, Detroit. I'm doing this on the fly. I'm getting word.
Let me
breaking.
Can I guess the team?
You can guess the team.
Sinners.
The Sinners are involved in this trade.
Yes.
We have our maniac, the Captain Phil, and the Wake Forest Lumberjacks. It appears we have a defensive trade here. Okay.
Oh,
We have Bobby Wagner and Levante David. So
oh
the
my
Lumberjacks
God.
are bolstering up. Bobby Wagner being traded in the year of our Lord 2024. Unbelievable. Being
What?
traded.
Are these
And
guys
the
like 80 years
the
old?
sinners, the sinners are receiving their own, in true sinner magic, their own 2025 second. So they move back into the pick. He literally did exactly what I did. This guy copies my whole effing flow. He gets his own 2025 second back, and he gets the Lumberjack 2026 third. So a 2025 second, the Sinners, and a 2026 third going to the Sinners for Bobby Wagner and Levante David. Our first breaking
I
news
mean,
trade.
aren't those guys like my age?
I don't know how old Levante David is. Seems like he's been around.
Yeah.
Levante
Okay.
David is 34 years old.
Oh, okay. Well, Bobby Wagner is 34 years old.
Is he really?
Yeah. I
I
thought
did
he was
not.
older than
Levante
that.
David, currently the linebacker 12. Bobby Wagner, currently linebacker 11. So
I mean,
this
they're having good
is, imagine
years.
that. The captain is ready to go and locked in for this season. Absolutely tremendous. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go back. Our first breaking trade. Um, do you have any breaking trades on your side? Would you like to
Uh,
share a
I
breaking
mean,
news trade if one just happens to happen right now?
I there was one that they were discussing, but I said no. So that's why I guess the Sinners, because I thought they were trading somebody else. I don't really want to discuss who it is,
Okay,
but
I actually do have. Okay, that was a legit breaking news trade. Okay, that did
okay.
just happen. All right,
Oh, okay.
but
I
I
have a
actually
couple
do
that I can
have.
announce, but
Well, no, it's breaking news. It just happened. So,
okay.
are you telling me one just happened that you can say
No,
right now?
no.
Detroit, I need you to get the bit. Are you telling me that there's breaking news right now of one that just happened?
It's almost finished. We're working out the details.
Okay.
All right, settle down.
I just don't know if you get what we're doing here.
I
Okay.
I do, but I'm
Okay.
trying to play it off now.
All right. All right. All right. I actually did just get word of quite a decent. Not that I didn't know the other ones. All right. Let's go. Let's go to the other one here. Um, Evil Empire, of course, they stay busy, and they go and acquire Mr. Nicholas Chubb. Nick Chubb and a 2026 fifth round pick from the Renegades for the Renegades acquire the Evil Empire's 2026 second.
Oh,
Nick Chubb, I don't know what to make of this.
I don't
Like,
either.
I
I
thought Nick
really
Chubb's
don't.
done. I thought it's over.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know if Nick Chubb will score 15 points again. I just love making declarative statements that can be played
I
back
mean,
to make me seem like an idiot.
we have plenty of those clips we can play. I mean, let's not just say that's one. I don't know. I really don't. I haven't even really paid attention. He had a touchdown. I know he had a touchdown on his first
He
game
had a
back,
touchdown week
right?
one, or no, sorry, his first week back, but it was like a 1 yard.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
let's look at this. I mean, he's had to buy now. So, I mean, maybe like the plan is definitely to feature him more. So we like that. But I mean, if you look at these averages, 11 for 22, 2.0 average, 16, that's a lot of
Oh
carries
God,
for him,
yeah.
3.3 average, 15 carries. So he's getting the carries, 2.6. There is a
Oof.
bye week, but this schedule, geez, God, this schedule is not great. New
No.
Orleans, you can run on. Bijan just torched them. So, okay, I like that matchup for the Evil Empire. Pittsburgh, Denver, Pittsburgh, Kansas City. Not great. Now, if he makes it to the semis and the championship, then we got Cincinnati and we got Miami, and we could do some stuff on them.
Yeah.
But Pittsburgh twice and Denver and Kansas City, that sucks. Those are shit matchups. Let's just put it frank.
I mean, you don't have to use that kind of language, but okay. Yeah, I agree. Oh, wait. I have breaking
Well,
news.
this is crazy. What a coincidence.
Breaking. I told you I had to work out the details.
I'm
Jeez.
impatient. It's my apologies.
The Midnight Riders have sent a 2026 second round pick to the Elkview River Rats
Oh my god, I fell for the bit.
for tight end Evan Ingram.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Let's see. Let's take a look at the Midnight Riders. Who were they rolling with the tight end? I can't remember who it was.
I honestly don't know.
Oh, Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, yeah.
Dalton
I
Schultz
think
was the plan going into the season. Dalton Schultz has failed miserably. So therefore, this is a good move.
Ingram's one of those guys. I mean, he's out there and he can produce, but his quarterback situation is not ideal. He's been banged up a lot. So me and Keith decided, all right, it's time. Now we don't have a backup plan, but we're going to we're going to address that this offseason. So
Oh my God. I
just
just thought of a thing we could do. We won't do it this time, but we could do it.
but
Okay.
we had to add some draft picks to our stash. So we're ready. We're going to keep on making some moves.
Hey, I'm a fan of what the evil empire of what the River
Whoa.
Rats are doing. I'm a fan. All
Okay.
right, big trade. One thing is Evan Ingram. I don't know Mac Jones. Like it, Lawrence is done for the year, but I guess good thing about this is you get him next year, don't you? In case he would not be good with Mac Jones, but they have no one else to throw to. So
Yeah.
Brian Thomas, like him and Brian Thomas.
I like
Um,
him.
well, I mean, yeah, he was a stud for you
Well, why are we going with like 5 seconds of dead air there? What's going on?
because the phones are buzzing. The phones are
All
buzzing
right.
right now. It is the trade deadline show. We got 15 minutes.
I know I keep getting messages too, so
Yeah, we got 15 minutes. All right, all right, all right. Yes, this is gonna be a weird show audio wise because we do have to check a bunch of stuff like as it's going. So I know you're used to a certain level of professionalism with this show, and we usually, really bring it. This one's gonna be a little bit scuff, as they say. Um, Next. Oh, Detroit, if you could do me a favor and
sure.
um, read out this next trade that the Evil Empire did. Please read every name on this trade.
Good Lord.
Come
Why you gotta do
on.
this to me?
Come
Why you
on,
gotta
read
do
the
this to me, man?
trade.
All right, first of
Read
all,
the
I have
trade.
to, first of all, you're gonna laugh. I have to enlarge the print so I can read
Yeah, I just
this.
had to go I just had to do that, so I can't say too much.
All right. The Sinners are sending the Evil Empire a 2025 first and a 2025 second.
That is what
Or
the
no, that's
sinners
what the
get.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Off
That's
to
what
a
the
banger
Sinners
of
are
a start.
getting. Yes. I'm already worried about saying this guy's name.
Good.
The Evil Empire are getting Aaron Jones, the Mega Powers 2026 third round pick, and let me take my glasses off here. Boyesade Olukun.
That's not that bad.
Really?
For say
Okay.
Aluakon. Aluakon.
Olukun. Ah, okay.
That's not that bad. I'm very impressed.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, people.
So this is an humongous deal. Aaron Jones has played extremely well. I mean, basically the Evil Empires was Saquon and no one else. So this is going to go a long way to help them with that. And Lucan is the truth on like this is a tackle monster. So if we look at this, let's look at Aaron Jones. I think he's kind of fallen off a little bit as of late. Like he wasn't say stuff. I say stuff without knowing. I just say it and hope it's right after I check it after. Yeah, I mean, he's at 20, 11 and a half, 12, 12. So that's solid. That's what you want from an RV2. You want double digits. There you go. Now,
Yeah,
we go to freaking. Now, I know about Lucan because he was a Falcon forever and he went to the Jags as a tackle monster. So this guy missed 4 games during the season so far, and he's on a bye, not this week, but next. So he still has a bye out there. But in the games he has been in, you're talking 22 and a half points, 13 points, 6 points. That's a downer. 15, 11 and a half, and then last week, 22. He is everywhere on the field. One of my favorite linebackers in the league. So this is a huge get for the Evil Empire. I mean, I don't think he's the youngest guy. So let me see here. I don't think he's the youngest guy now because he was a Falcon. Yeah, he's 29 because he was a Falcon for a while, and now he was a Jaguar for the last few years. So hold on, I'm working the phones. Let's see. Okay, okay, okay. We are now down to 10 minutes. Why would I not let him?
Oh,
I'm
well,
probably just
this
going
is
to be
great.
working the phones.
This is great, people. This is great.
Do you have any breaking news by chance? Not yet. Not yet, right?
I
Okay,
do
hold on. Wait,
not.
whoa.
I do
I
not.
got one coming across my desk right now.
Oh,
Oh my. I did not expect this. Okay. Let's just make sure I get these right. Oh my goodness. So the
oh my gosh.
what
I
do you want
mean,
me to do?
so anybody want to talk about the election from last week while we race
I mean,
this,
my God,
try to
why
get
would
over
you have to
this
do this?
dead air time?
Hey, this is
Uh,
gonna be a big deal.
yeah. All right. How about those NBA courts in the cup last night?
The cup.
I'm
All
starting.
right, here we go. I finalized the details. I have the details here. It is the Lumberjacks
Of course.
are working with a trade with the Gamblers. So the Lumberjacks continue
What?
to try to bolster their defensive side of the football. They are getting Buda Baker,
Oh,
and they
nice.
are
He's a
paying a hefty price for Buda Baker here. We have the Lumberjacks second. I guess I'm assuming 2025. I was not given years. I was not given years. The 2020, the Lumberjacks 2025 second, and the Kings 2025 second. 2 seconds for Buda Baker, safety, Arizona.
2 seconds for him?
2 seconds, 20. Yeah.
Wow. Uh, I don't know about that. I don't usually like to comment on that one franchise anyways, but that's actually a good return for that. Sorry. It's I mean he is the
I'm right here on the cusp of something
I
great.
mean, yeah. I mean you
Hold on.
look.
Hold on.
I mean,
The phone's literally ringing. Can you hear
okay.
the ringing?
No,
How
I
well is the
cannot.
audio?
I hear nothing.
Hold on. Is that clear to
Uh-oh.
you?
Yes, I can hear it.
All right.
What do you say?
Okay. You're on the podcast. This is Kings. This is the Kings. Tim. Tim has
Nice.
alerted me that he has a breaking trade. Do the first one.
That's right. So the Kings are sending Derek Carr to the Lumberjacks for their 2026 second.
That's Derek Carr is now a lumberjack for the 2026 Kings second or lumberjack second round pick.
That's right. We saved the best for last. And the true king, Scary Terry, is coming to Kanawha County for a 2025 first round pick from the Kings.
There you have it, folks. So the Kings, the
Nice.
Sinners go after one of the Kings' many first round picks, and Terry McLaurin is officially a member of the Kings. So we lose Ayuk, we lose Olave, we replace him with Scary Terry. Tim, go back to the bowling alley. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye. We were trying to get him in the Zoom. It wasn't working. I
have to tell you, I had been talking to the Sinners about Scary Terry because I was wanting to put him together with Jaden Daniels. And I had offered a second. I wasn't willing to go in a first because, I mean, we already didn't have a first next year. I didn't want to do that 2 years in a row. It was just too much, and he was 29 years old. So I was like, for him, it makes more sense because he's right there. For the Kings, that is. They're right there in contention. So, yeah.
Well, they had huge injuries. They lose Ayuk, they lose Olave, and they replace that. Now,
I don't have any issues with that. That's.
Oh, God, I was worried you're going to have issues with it.
But I want to get back to the Lumberjacks. How many seconds have they traded away?
I don't know.
They just traded
somebody's
3.
fact checking this.
Please, somebody fact check the Lumberjacks.
They traded 3. I don't know. Let me look at the Lumberjacks.
The
Lumberjacks had 3 seconds. They had exactly 3. I'm looking at it now. The Lumberjacks now have 2 picks in the 2025 draft, and it is a 4th and it is a 5th.
Did he give up a 26 second, or did he hold on to one of those, or? And then,
I don't
know. Who knows?
But we just lost. I mean, the news is Joe Flacco benched again for quarterback for Anthony Richardson. So, and the Bryce Young is on bye. So the Lumberjacks literally just had Jameis. That was it. So they go out and they get Derek Carr. The Derek Carr second is 2026.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I can't believe someone traded for Derek Carr. Wow. Wow.
It is a 2026 second round pick.
So wait, Carr went to the Lumberjacks, right?
Yes.
I mean, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I get it. You're right there, 5-5. Anything can happen, I guess.
You just gotta get in, baby.
Yeah, you just got to get in, but
You get in, what happens, happens.
that's right. Also,
Um,
I don't know.
we're at 5 minutes right now. 5 minutes
Yeah.
till the deadline. And we have anything popping in the chat at the moment? Oh, we have some selling. We have some salesmanship, I mean. A little Alec Pierce stat.
Oh,
Absolutely amazing.
that is an amazing stat.
All right, 10
Oh,
minutes.
wait.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. We might have a deal. Uh-oh. Hold on, I gotta confirm this. Make sure this is good. I mean, this is great. Great podcasting right here. All right. We have a deal. We have a deal. That's right. KDFL fan favorite. The Elkview River Rats are trading linebacker Zach Bond.
That Zach Bond?
Yes, that Zach
KDFL hero, Zach Bond.
Yes. The legend.
The legend.
Is being traded to the Roxalana Renegades for wide receiver Jalen Waddle. Yes. We have a deal. Oh, why you look stunned?
Jalen Waddle.
What about him?
I mean, I like it.
I mean, go look at Bond's stats. He has 5 games of 20 points this year.
Oh, I like, dude, nobody's a bigger, I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
that's true.
You've seen me talk about the guy. Nobody's a bigger fan than I am. But that means in 2 weeks, the Renegades have went from having the Tua to Waddle stack to both of them being out of town.
Yeah, we had
Renegades making decisive moves in
we
Roxanne.
needed
That's
to-
what you need.
we needed to upgrade our wide receiver room in a bad way.
You do.
And this is the start. So
It is a start. That's a nice young
yes,
wide receiver. We see what happens when Tyreek moves on.
that's right. So
He does get hurt after every single catch.
Well,
and you got to think the Renegades also have T. Higgins. That's the same person almost.
Yeah,
it's very annoying, very frustrating.
There had been some interest for old Nick Bond, and this was the best offer that I got. So
nope.
I mean Zach Bond.
Absolutely. I just
you said Nick. Zach Bond, my bad.
What a way to wrap up.
Holy crap.
That's how it is in Elkview. That's how it is in Elkview. Once you're gone, I don't even know your name. I don't care about you anymore. Hit the door. Give us a Waddle, Detroit. Yeah, that's the one. That's what it is. That's exactly what Penguins do.
I'm doing this dance that everybody's doing.
Oh my God. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to the trade deadline, and we'll jump right into the KDFL picks. I don't even want a huge breakdown on the picks. Let's just make the picks.
All right, that's good.
Do we have anything else? I'm trying to think of, real quick, we could do this as we load into the trade deadline here. I have a few. I threw out this topic. I got a few responses. It's a kind of a delicate topic because I don't want to you don't want to blast on the other people that you're trying to deal with. But I wanted to hear about some almost dones, like what almost happened that didn't happen, what came close. I didn't really have anything that came close myself. This was pretty much it. What I did is, what we saw. Let me see. There was discussion. This one I find interesting. There was discussion of a potential. I want to know what side of this you would be on. Stroud, straight up, Brock Purdy. That's interesting to me.
I like Stroud better. Wait, people. Don't yell at me and scream. I like Stroud better for fantasy. I think there's more value there.
I mean, I think that's the initial thought, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that I agree with it, though.
I would take Brock, obviously, to lead my team over CJ.
I don't know
But
what that means. What does that mean?
I, meaning I'd rather have, if
What?
all the situations are the same, I guess, and they have the same weapon. Oh, well, actually, that kind of depends. I'm not trying to talk myself out of it. No, I just think Brock's a better
You went
quarterback.
to real NFL team.
Yes, that's what I'm
Okay,
talking
I
about.
didn't know what you were doing there. Okay, I got you.
Yes,
Obviously I mean, I think it should go without saying the calculator is going to tell you that CJ Stroud's a much better dynasty asset.
yes.
But I mean, Nico, I mean, Stroud's had a horrible luck with receivers getting hurt. It is year two. We have tape now, yada yada. Um, I mean, I'm voicing the King's concerns.
I was to say,
Um,
I forgot who he was on, but he's on the Kings, right? Yeah.
Kings and Evil Empire, of course. Um, so that was an interesting almost that went down, but I think it's closer than what any calculator would tell you. Let me just put it that way. I love the Shanahan system. I think Brock's about to get paid and be that guy. So let's see. I think I had another one that was an almost. Um, the Wampus Cats wanted to trade DK and a Midnight Rider first for CD Lamb from the Kings.
What was that again?
DK Metcalf and a Midnight Riders first for CD Lamb. I would have stayed put if I was the Kings as well.
Yeah, I would. I was gonna say I'd keep
It's
Lamb.
interesting, but I just don't know
Yeah,
what I've never been a fan of DK. I've been much to my dismay because he's dunked on me every step along the way. But
he was
that's
originally a
it.
River Rat.
It's 7.
Yeah. Woo! I know. We're
What
officially
a trade
closed.
deadline.
I didn't think we were gonna get a lot, but oh, was I wrong?
We always get. I like the little moves. Like I like the Leggett for Hopkins. I
Yeah,
like the Lumberjacks going out and getting defensive help. I like getting just a Nick Chubb or Aaron Jones. Like we're not earth
okay.
shattering things
Which
right
ones
now.
do you not like then? Out of those trades?
Um, that's a lot for Buda Baker.
Yeah, I agree.
Buda Baker's awesome. He's one of my favorite defensive players, but safety is one that you can replicate.
Yeah.
You can replicate it some. I was just thinking off the top of my head. That's Buda Baker. Terry for a first is interesting because he is older
Yeah.
than anybody thinks that he
He's
is.
29. Because
Yeah.
I was in deep talks about trying to get him, and that's what I ended up deciding is like, all right, by the time my team is when I think they're ready to contend, he'll probably be like 32 years old. So what was the point? I mean, he'll probably start to fall off. So
If I'm reading this correctly, oh, okay. I do have this. I texted them. It is the Kings first. I can't remember what other first the Kings have. It's like I don't have a spreadsheet right freaking here that could tell me. Oh, they have the difference between the Zen Masters and the River Rats. So it's not that first. It is going to be what will presumably be a later first.
okay.
The Kings first for Terry McLaurin. It was for Mike Evans. The way I'm reading this message, it could be wrong. The Kings said no thanks to the Mike Evans one. Let's make it Terry, and they do it. Which I mean, Terry McLaurin is older, but he obviously is going to have a little bit more longevity than Evans. You would think. I thought Evans
Yeah.
was done 3 years ago, and he just still keeps rolling out there and catching touchdowns. So
That's because you're biased.
no, I mean he's freaking old, but he's been doing it forever, and he's been
It's true.
producing forever. All right, you ready to get to the games? That was fun.
I'm ready. I'm ready to roll.
Live show would have been amazing, but it's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
gotta
close.
figure that out.
That's on me, as it always
it's
is.
It
All
always
right, let's
is.
share. Let me get to where I can.
I mean, these projections are going to be so far off because
So far
all these
off, especially if let's just say if you're projected less than your opponent, you probably shouldn't even worry about it. Like, don't even think about it. It's not even
Well,
real, bro.
I'm just talking about all the trades and they haven't
Well, I
been
know what you mean. I'm
fixed.
talking about the fact that I'm projected as a 20-point dog, you herb.
Why you got to call me names? That's not cool, man.
uh,
Totally not cool.
Let me get this screen share up and running. What? I love the trade deadline.
Oh, I got to talk about this. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Floor
So,
is yours.
getting back to the trades. Sunday evening, I believe it was Sunday, I got a message from the Kings.
Mm.
Said, "Hey, I would like to offer you a fourth round pick for Tyrell Dotson,
Yes, this is a great
who
story.
who has been averaging, I believe, 13 points a game. He's a top 20 running back, or I think he's down to 21 now, but or linebacker, I mean. And I kind of laughed it off. And the very next day, the Seattle Seahawks cut him. How great would it have been if he would have said third? I would have said yes. And he even mentioned, he's like, man, if I shouldn't have traded all my seconds and thirds. I was like, oh man, if he only would have had a third, I would have made that trade, and the guy got cut. But
I could say,
anyway,
but he got picked up. He got picked up by the Dolphins, right?
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was a classic story.
It is hilarious because it's an absurd offer fourth for him, but then
Yeah.
it happens. So, and I do believe the Kings picked up the replacement.
Yeah, the guy has like 70 tackles. I was like, that was
The
kind of
Kings, I
shocking.
believe the Kings picked up the replacement that is going to fill
nice.
in for him. That they presumably cut him for. I will say the Kings get a late night going, feeling pretty good. Got a little cooler air, maybe a little fire. Nice that West Virginia fall smell that makes me miss living there this time of year. Every freaking year is out there. This man grabs the phone and just rattles off the most obscene trades, one after another, like a Gatling gun all night long, and it is tremendous.
Nice.
Love it. Love it for the Kings. All right, let's see here. Let me share this screen. And let me get to who I want to get to. It's not this game. It is, if I can get it. It is the Zen Masters and the Sinners. Real quick, I do have notes. These are legit notes. I don't like being told that they're not legit notes. This is what was said. Can you see the screen?
Sorry, I was looking at something else. Yes, I can.
All right, these are legit notes from the Zenful one, so I don't understand why it was thought that last week's was not real. These are his actual writings. Go ahead and the Sinner's the only note he has for this game. Let's keep a watchful eye out. All right. A lot of people don't believe what they've been seeing. A lot of people are a little skeptical right now, given what's going on in the world. It's that time of year where people are skeptical of things that they otherwise need not be skeptical of. But the Zen Masters say, watch those sinners. They're called sinners for a reason. Watch them. Tank alert. Watch them. Make sure they're not tanking.
Oh, yes. Come on. Are you?
Hey.
You're not saying what I think you're saying.
I'm not saying nothing.
Well, who's saying it?
I said it's legit. It's from the Zenful one. The Zenful ones keep it very zen. It's just saying a nice way, like, hey, let's keep a little eye. Let's keep a little look-see. Let's not let anything get ridiculous.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so looking at this matchup, we're not going to pick out any players.
Yeah, we're going to deep into it.
We're not doing. Okay.
Pick a daggone winner.
I'm going to go with the Zen Masters this week. I think I'm just going with them. That's all I'm going to say.
The Zen Masters refused to ever pick their team, so they are going with the Sinners after that whole diatribe they went on. And I am looking at this. Sam Darnold has possibly pumpkined, and that is that. Scary Terry won't be there anymore, so we won't have that on Thursday. Give me the Zen Masters. Getting the win. All right, next up. Let's go with, now we go. This is a fun one. Renegades and the Melbourne Mega Powers. 15-point spread as it stands right now. But again, the Renegades have made some changes. Zach Bond, not Nick Bond, Zach Bond is coming to save the day in Roxalana. But Jalen Waddle, who gets the Raiders, is on his way out. Interesting.
I bet you if you refresh that page, that wouldn't be the same score right there. Just saying.
I bet it won't be. Let's see. Let's do it. Is he better now?
No, it's going to be a little bit less.
Oh!
That's because I went ahead and pushed.
Woke up and they get up within 5-point spread.
Well, to be fair, I just went and pushed the trade through, and he has not.
He doesn't have anybody in the wide receiver slot. But he doesn't have Zach Bond in there either. Oh, guys, about to get way higher.
That's right. So with that, I'm going with the Renegades this week. I have to. I think it's time to put the Mega Powers back to where they belong, and that's closer to 500. So let's
We
do
can't
it.
be getting
Come on,
3 games.
Renegades.
Look, I'm sorry. This is the bye week, hell. Let's scroll down to the bye weeks here. Oh, that's cool. Way to go, ESPN. You're really working. No bye weeks for the Mega Powers, it says. First off, let's look at that IR. Absolutely terrifying. But the Mega Powers have 2 teams that are on bye that hurt us greatly, and that is the Cardinals and the Buccaneers that are 4 key starters, and Connor, Rashad White, K. Dodden, and Trey McBride all out. So it is slim pickings. We're starting the tank. We're starting Dawson Knox, hoping that Kincaid might want to take a week to rest the knee, but it's not looking good. So because we do have to stay around our mean of 500, I am also, sadly, for the first time this year, I think, going to pick against the Mega Powers and go with the Renegades. They keep rolling to 7-4. All right, next.
Keep on rolling.
Oh, Zipper one picked the Renegades. Next, let's go to Wampus Cats. Yes.
Wampus
Go ahead and pick this bad boy. Wampus Cats. Wampus Cats. Gamblers 3-7.
Oh,
Take it on the Wampus Cats.
I mean, do I even have to say it? Wampus Cats.
Wampus
Guess
Cats.
I did have to
get
say
the
it.
win.
Guess I did
You
have to
do
say it.
have to say it. It is a show. Imagine College Game Day. They cut to McAfee. I'm not even going to say it. That's not how it works. The Zipper one did have a note for this one as well. He said, it disgusts me into my utter core that I am still considered worse than this Gamblers franchise. I can't tell you the disdain that I live with every day, that I have to look at the standings and see them laid out the way that they are. That being said, I can't remember who he picked. Oh,
What?
I can't remember who he picked. Hold on, I got it right here.
My
He
gosh.
picks. Oh, I forgot the game. He picked the Wampus Cats. I am also picking the Wampus Cats.
Sorry,
All right.
people.
I forgot the game. All right. Next, let's go to the Marmette, where your awesome new look River Rats, now projected a whopping 195 points, take on the Marmette Midnight Riders, who are desperate for a W.
Well, I have a feeling once Evan Ingram gets suits up for the Midnight Riders, he's going to be ticked. He's going to show off. Then again, he's playing the Lions this week, so I don't know if that's going to work too well. Doesn't matter. Midnight Riders are going to win by 70.
Zipper one goes with the Midnight Riders. Now, one thing, my only saving grace, everybody knows when you play the Renegades, it's not as much as it was in past years, but it is still a thing. When you play the Renegades, you're playing their Lions. So, but they are playing the Jags, worst defense in the NFL. I am hoping that they don't need to push the gas enough. That's my only saving grace, that the Lions won't have to push the gas enough that they won't, score a million. That's my only. Like, that's all I got. It's not good. Rolling tank out there against the Lions defense, rushing defense is almost player abuse that I'm doing right now. So I might have to rethink that. But right now, it's anyway, this game, sorry to put it back on myself. That's just what I do. Midnight Riders get the win here. All right, next. Let's go to Wake Forest, where the newly revamped, or is this the 85 Bears? No, it's just the 2024 Lumberjacks, as they host the All County Kings at 6-4.
I mean, the Lumberjacks are the gift that keeps on giving,
Never stops.
They never stop. It's almost as comical
Can't stop.
as me trying to pronounce names.
I love it.
I'm going to go with the Kings. They're just a better team all around. Lumberjacks made all these moves. I just don't think it's going to be enough when you got Derek Carr as your quarterback. Anyways. So, yeah, Kings. I
mean, in fairness, though, Derek Carr what is his projection? It's probably around 16, right? 16, 17? He's got Jameson there. I know, but he's got Joe Flacco in there right now. But so give him that 17 points, and he's only about 3 or 4 back, projection-wise.
He'll probably go out and give you 4 points.
Well, I mean, the hatred. But, yeah, Kings for the Zinful one as well. And I will go with, I don't know, that change of that projection really bothers me here. I'll go with the Kings. I don't like Bijan going against Denver. It could be tough. And Chase Brown. I'm seeing a lot of tough matchups on the Lumberjack side. Okay. Now we have, my policy on games of the week. I get up for these games. I love these games. I try not to repeat these games. I try not to have the same team in it 2 weeks in a row, but when this matchup is happening, There is simply no way to avoid it. These are the top 2 teams, 3 losses combined between the 2 of them. This is right now the battle for the number 1 seed in the KDFL. Talking about the 8-2 Dogtown Dobermans traveling to the Evil Commissions. Evil Empire at 9-1. The last time the Dobermans were here, they walked away with these bad boys, these sunglasses. So therefore, they're ready, they are ready and fired up to take on the Evil Empire. What say you?
Man, this is gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Over 500 combined projected points.
Yeah. I've gone back and forth with this. I like to pick the Dobermans a lot. I really like their team. I am a fan of Brian Thomas Jr. Unfortunately, we just talked about the quarterback situation there. I'm gonna have to go with the Evil Empire on this one this week.
I'm telling you what, the Zenful one also went Evil Empire. I wanted to pick the Dobermans so bad, but when we get that Anthony Richardson news that he's coming back in, and he is a mega power who I love dearly, but what you just did was shoot Michael Pittman and Josh Downs in the face for fantasy football wise. So, and I don't know about Kansas City. Josh Allen obviously must start every time. It's going to be great, but Kansas City defense is tough. So I'm a little bit worried about that. I do think Calvin Ridley is going to continue to ball out. I don't like Burrow getting the Chargers. It's just a matchup problem after matchup problem. And I think this Eagles-Commanders game could shoot out on Thursday, and it could be a lead given to the Evil Empire that it's hard to catch back up. Give me the Evil Empire moving to 10-1 on the season. All right, that's it. See, look at those were fun. Stop sharing here. Those are fun. Those are good picks. I like it. All right, looking at the Zen Masters. Let me get the Zenful ones. All right, hold on. I'm gonna say the first Zenful quote I get. Okay, you ready?
Oh, okay.
This is what it is. First one pops up. Oh man, this is an ad. Okay, when you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you. And with that being said, this quote says, "I'm going to take Pittsburgh getting 3 in Baltimore. I thought the Jets were going to win the Super Bowl. Wrong. I thought the Chiefs were going to go to the Super Bowl because it's staged and rigged. Wrong. My new pick for the Super Bowl is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it starts versus Baltimore. Give me Pittsburgh +3, and then he has the under in the Jags and Detroit game under 46.5.
So now he's on the Steelers. Is that his new team now?
This one's for real. This is the actual Super Bowl team.
Oh, I didn't know if he was
the other ones were test balloons,
or if he was like saying this is his new 5th, 6th favorite team or whatever.
No.
Okay,
Super Bowl team is almost as important as the favorite team.
It is. It almost is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As for me, my picks this week, I am taking the Niners -6.5 against the Seahawks. I think they've lost like 3 in a row or so. They're on their way down. I think the Niners are starting to get healthy. I think you're going to see them start to get going. And I'm going to take the over in the Packers-Bears game for some reason. The over is 40.5. These two teams might only put up 25 points, but for some reason I'm saying the over. And as always, it's great to be here, everybody. Remember, please don't gamble. And if you do it responsible. And if you must insist on doing it, do my picks. Don't do the other twos because I have a winning record. So good night, everyone. And Brett, you suck.
All right. Looking at this. Miami Dolphins kill bad teams. They lose to good teams, or they play good teams tight. They never kill a good team, but they are playing a bad team in the Raiders. So give me the Dolphins at home -7.5. And then again, I hate to say the same logic as you, but I don't know how in the world the Rams and Patriots put up 43.5, but give me that over. Because the Rams struggled last week offensively. I think they get it against the Dolphins. I think they get it right this week. But Detroit does a good show. Next week, we're going to have the results of these new look teams, and it starts the final push, the final 3 weeks, all divisional games next week.
Nice.
So join us for our week 11 results and our week 12 predictions. So lovely trade deadline show. My favorite show of the year so far, I believe. All right. So for Jonathan Detroit Haynes, For the Zen for One, Matt Smith, I'm Brett Steele, and we will see you here right here on the KDFL Dynasty Football